Morning. Right. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to do Stu's News. I'm fucking fed up with the apathy of people. The complete and utter lack of interest. So I might fuck it off. I don't do Stu's News for me. I do it for everyone else. So, what I might do is just carry on educating myself, watching all the stuff I want to watch, sharing a bit of information with all the people that are awake and wanting this information. Unless, of course, there's people out there that say, no, please, keep doing it. We watch, I like it. And you can send me a private message. You can do whatever you like. Because my last video, Stu's News 22, I had on my Facebook 137 views, 2 comments, 5 likes. In my group, it had 79 views, 1 comment, 10 likes. Now, are you watching it? Are you not watching it? You need to let me know. Because if you ain't, I'm going to fuck it off. I've got better things to do with my time. Might be going back to work soon anyway, and I probably won't have the time to do it. Although I will try and do something if people want to watch it. Number 2, I keep saying, when I'm doing Stu's News, which I was told about in London on Saturday. And I have been getting some feedback since I titled my last Stu's News, So, I've just said it 4 times. I might have said it once before, and I'm going to try not to say it at all in this quick rendition of Stu's News, number 23. You are the eagle. You are the cheetah. You are the oracle. Right. I posted a picture. Well, in fact, I posted about 30 pictures a couple of days ago of staph infections and other diseases people have tweeted about on Twitter, which is quite funny, really. And this is all these people that have been wearing masks. So, the truthers were right there, weren't they? Judy Mikovits was saying that months ago. But a lot of people said, no, that's dangerous misinformation. Whatever. They are about to release, I think, maybe this year or the start of next year, 750 million genetically modified mosquitoes into Florida. Now, that sounds dodgy as, doesn't it? I've been reading up on it a bit, actually. What they're going to do is they've been releasing these for 10 years, actually. So they're going to be all males, and they are to breed with the female mosquitoes. Breed with the female mosquitoes, so they die off and get rid of dengue fever and Zika virus. So that's very interesting, really. Next point. The World Trade Organization director and the deputy director both stepped down this month. More people resigning. Donald Trump yesterday tweeted again in capital letters, law and order. He's done this many times now, and a lot of people are saying that every time he does this, someone very high level has been arrested. This is all comms. Obviously the left are jumping up and down on this. How can he tweet this when this is going on? They're trying to blame all the riots on Trump now. It's funny, isn't it, that they're trying to blame the riots on Trump when apparently for like the last 4 months there hasn't been any riots. It's all been peaceful protest. They are backing themselves into a corner. They are digging themselves a hole. And they're all fucked. A Trump supporter has now been shot in cold blood. There's videos of this all over the internet. The person that shot him, I'm not sure if they've got him yet, but he has declared himself to be 100% Antifa, from what I hear. And we all know that these people were trained pretty much in Syria. They're using the same types of weaponry, the same types of tactics. So once all this is linked, the Antifa was mapped. They've had people in Antifa for a long time now. So I think the whole lot is going to get taken down. I know Trump, I think he designated them a domestic terrorist organisation, but I think he is going to class them as a full-on terrorist organisation. I don't think people have been wanting to walk around wearing their t-shirts then. You know, the peaceful protest is beautiful. I went to a peaceful protest at the weekend. Anyone can go to a peaceful protest and protest what they like, can't they? But if you're going to kick the shit out of people, intimidate people into violence, and then when they react, absolutely kick the shit out of them, burn down buildings, attack police. I saw a white guy yesterday, a black guy ran up behind him with a brick and just clumped. He was just walking along the sidewalk, pavement in England, clumped him around the back of the head. He went down. It's got to stop. At the Republican National Convention, Antifa were waiting outside for them. They intimidated all these people walking out. You've got people walking out, elderly ladies, 70, 80 years old, and these people are going, fuck you, motherfucker, in their faces. This is disgusting. They're just animals, a lot of these people, demonic. Rand Paul, where's that bit? Rand Paul, Republican, he's not governor, no, I can't think what his title is. What is it? Senator Rand Paul, that's what I was thinking. He was basically walking down the street and he was surrounded by a baying mob. And police were around him. One of the police fell over, so Rand Paul helped the policeman up and stuff. And he actually said that if the police weren't there, he thought these protesters, these BLM and Antifa, would have killed him. Which, there's loads of that going on. What basically happened, they were all shouting Breonna Taylor at him. Now, Breonna Taylor was a woman that the police killed during a no-knock raid on her home in the middle of the night, March 13th. Which, but the irony of this is that Rand Paul, what did he do? He sponsored the Justice for Breonna Taylor Act, which would prohibit no-knock raids. So these people want to kill this geezer and he was the one that was promoting legislation to help people like this. They're fucking mindless muppets, most of them. They won't have a conversation. They just scream at you and then walk away. We hear Charlie Ward said that he had a message that 2 kids in Spain went to school, they were tested, they had a temperature, they were taken off their parents and put into detention. He had a good rant at people yesterday saying you need to fucking wake up, because I don't know how you're going to feel if it happens to you, but you have been told. Kamala Harris, in a little speech to, I can't think of that geezer's name, but not Jimmy Kimmel, one of them, rioting will never stop. Even after the election, they will never stop. You can't be saying that. Well, she does. They don't care anymore. They're so backed into a corner, this deep state democrats. It's ridiculous. Said that, the Flynn Appeals Court said yesterday, apparently, that they reject the writ of mandamus and they have requested it for an appropriate dispatch. So they've put it back to Judge Sullivan. The ball is still in his court. So we are waiting for him to proceed with this. What he needs to do is dismiss the case. But we all know that Obama has ordered him to delay it as long as possible. Because once Flynn is released, game over. He knows everything. Watch his space. Here's something nice now, with Trump not going to war with anyone and denuclearisation of the North Korean peninsula, etc., etc. Hamas has now escalated the deal for peace with Israel. That no one ever thought that would happen. We've got peace deals everywhere. This is all down to Trump. Make no mistake. If you are not, well, if you are still going, Trump's an idiot, you have been completely and utterly hoodwinked for 4 years by the mainstream media. They have done you up like a kipper. If you walk about or taking pictures of yourself proudly wearing a mask, with all this information out there, now obviously if you don't know any better, you can't be blamed. Right? The cognitive dissonance and Stockholm syndrome of most people is stunning. But if you get told by your true friends again and again and again and again, and you turn them off, don't listen, snooze them for a while, you are to fucking blame. There's people taking proud pictures of themselves wearing masks. Oh look, I've got my designer sequin mask. It's sheer and utter muppetry. If you can explain to me why you've got to wear a mask to get on an airplane, but as soon as you get on that airplane, you're allowed to take your mask off to eat, and in an enclosed space, but you've got no time you have to take to eat. You can take as long as you like to eat, but once you're eating, the virus, well, you can't catch it and you can't spread it. If you can answer that, Well, I'll buy you a fucking pint. Honestly. Love and lights. Where we go, when we go all.